Good morning. I know you guys are all stuffed because last week is our Thanksgiving week. Now we will start our presentation regarding this is how to start your business in Texas. I'm your host, your speaker presenter for today, Christopher Waikoko. I'm the CEO and founder of Waiko Tax. It's an all-year-round, all-in-one tax payroll bookkeeping service solution. For the past 8 years of running my business, I started to realize that I can share something, right? Like for how all of you from becoming employee, starting as employee, then you would like to be your own employer or a boss. There are some tips because we serve approximately 1,200 clients. Then most of them, we help them to give them guidance about the tax implications of starting a business in Texas. But now I hope you are listening. And if you're watching, this is only less than 30 minutes, especially to my kababayan, Filipinos. These are Filipino American Chamber in Dallas in partnership with them. That's why we offer this free seminar. Before tax season starts, and for those of you who would like to start their business by next year, just hope you could stay with me with the less than 30 minutes and we will jump into this. My company is a tax payroll bookkeeping service. If you're tired doing it yourself, good news, it's holiday again. We are giving up 20% off on tax filing. But wait, there's more. If we will clean up your books, you will receive this offer. So contact us today. Click the link below. That's our website. But before I start the presentation, let us listen to one of our valued clients.
With from the time I joined or teamed up with Wycotax, I had a lot of stress on me running the store, taking care of finances, marketing, and whatnot, and bookkeeping, and was one thing that was really, I mean, it was taking most of my time. And from the time I joined Wycotax, that was just like such a relief on my end that I don't have to worry about those things. And also, like, not just taking care of bookkeeping, I would say that uh, with Chris and his team, I got such a good support. Like any question regarding his business related, regarding its, helping any kind of assistance we need in terms of business, Wyco Tax is always there. And I mean, I'm really, really grateful of Chris and his entire team for supporting us from the time we joined them, and it's been a great help.
More that we help you grow. There you go. So she's Miss Naureen, owner of Gmart. I love her food. She made the chicken. I love it. Visit her here in Boca Chica. Just type Gmart store. She's one of our valued clients for years now. Thank you for your continuous business with us. Guys, if you would like to connect with me, connect. Let us build a global financial ecosystem. Be up close and personal by connecting on LinkedIn. Just type my name, Chris Waikoko, and also we are growing in numbers for our foreign forum group. This is the EIDL PPP SBA tax credit group. Just find us on our Facebook group. It is actually linked to our Facebook page. If you have so many questions, those are private and exclusive business owners. We answer some questions and give them some tips, the available grants, and also for the PPP forgiveness. We are also conducting eventually the or ongoing actually the tax and bookkeeping tips for those who obtain PPP loan. So better join that group today. The service that we provided, of course, we are an all year round, all in one tax payroll bookkeeping service solution. We process more than 7.5 million refunds. We also do handle audits, EIDL, PPP, other financial services. Feel free to contact us today. If you would like to download or watch the replay, just go on our YouTube channel, type Wyco Tax, you will find it. And this is my LinkedIn. I already provided together with our website. Just a disclaimer, guys, this material has been prepared for informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide and should not be relied on for tax, legal, or accounting advice. Examples and other materials in this webinar are only for illustrative purpose and should not be relied upon for technical answers. Wyco Tax is an outsourced tax, payroll, and bookkeeping company. Wyco Tax is not associated with any institutions on this presentation and is a private business providing resources for small businesses. This webinar agenda will last, like what I've said, 30 minutes. Participants are encouraged to type questions. Since this is FB Live, feel free to type on the chat box and I will answer at the end of the presentation. If you would like to have a tax and bookkeeping checklist, it is on our website. Just go to our website, Wycotax. Any topics and comment suggestions, send it to our number 956-425-WICO. Again, it's 956-425-WICO. That's 9926. How to start your dream business in Texas. You have to remember that in able to register the business, for example, we have Gloria. She is a migrant. This is actually for Filipino American Chamber of Commerce that we partnered up with. For example, 45-year-old Gloria, single mom, migrated from Philippines. Then after 25 years of working as a nurse, she would like to start her own coffee shop. What are the things that she needs to do? It sounds very familiar, right? I'm a nurse. I came out from this background. So therefore, if you're a nurse out there, you're listening, professionals in general or full-time employee, what are the things you need to remember? Do you have any business idea but do not know where to start? This is how you're going to do it. The first one, write your BP or the business plan. As I was saying, you always have to write your business plan because this is like a roadmap to where you are right now or where you want to go. Like when you go to Florida or for this vacation in Las Vegas, wherever that is, you booked your ticket ahead of time, right? Enable for you to plan your itinerary, the same thing with business plan. But the practicality that I would like to share to you guys is always remember the business plan. The two most important components of the business plan is market and then budget. Start from there. Who is your market? Who are you trying to serve? Because remember, not everyone is your market. Then how much would be money that you would be needing? Because the business plan, those are the two main important components of that business plan. You can actually download or even connect with the SBA. They have this training how to do your business plan. It is the structure financing and what makes you different. That is what you call the USP, unique selling proposition. If you're having a hard time, uh, there are Chamber of Commerce. They help that. They also there are some free tools that you could have. If you're using QuickBooks, they also have this kind of business plan in terms of forecasting the expenses and the revenue model. Then number two, choose your business location. Location. Choosing a business location will depend on the type of the business you operate. So in the case of Gloria, she would like to do a coffee shop. Uh, Zoning is very important. Is this flooded? Is this a high area? Are this populated? Are this like right next to the hospital? For example, our client Pacific Island Kitchen, it's a Filipino restaurant right next to the hospital. That is a very clever idea to put a Filipino restaurant right next to the hospital because guess what? There are so many Filipinos working in the hospital here in Harlingen Medical Center, in Bali Baptist Medical Center. That's why that is a good opportunity. Proximity is power. That's why location, you need to also check about the zoning, whether it's a flood zone area. That's a no-no. Learn from my experience. I got flooded on my first office here in Brownsville, but it didn't stop me there. But of course, we only learn from mistakes and lessons it's experience. That's why you have to consider. But guys, remember that location is not just physical location. It could also be with our digital age technology. Like what are you using? It could also be your presence on TikTok, social media like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Those are also locations because you might be a type of business that you would like to go more or digital like service. You want to be an in-house counselor doing online consultation, or you could also be doing e-commerce or any type of services that you can bring online, or maybe just maybe an influencer. You want to be a public speaker. That's what location is also important. Why? Because Facebook has different listeners, maybe Facebook are people for between 45 or 35 years old and above, and the content of your speech is more on what for teenagers, young professionals. So Facebook might not be your right location for your digital platform. It could be your Instagram. On now, even TikTok is one because there's so many people doing TikTok. Like 1 minute, it is bunch of audience right there. Then the good thing about TikTok, it generates the viewers. Like whatever your content, it matches the viewer. Maybe you can start from there. That's why you have to choose your business location. Even you work from home, it could be also your business location when you are doing your e-commerce, anything online. That's why for us, accounting, we can do it both online and we have two physical locations. Step number three, finance your business. There are several ways to fund your enterprise. This is either through the bank, SBA, or even to an angel investor. But if you have run out of resources, maybe you can go with your family and friends. However, my tip from this, it's personal. I don't go to my friends. I don't go to the people that I know because uh, one thing that I learned from for the past years, it is better to build friendship out of business rather than building business out of friendship. Why? Because when the business did not do well, remember this is a calculated risk business, you might not even have it might affect your relationship in personal level, whether your family, if it's Thanksgiving, you might not be talking no more because the business that you found, your vision did not work, and then your friend invested to you like $50,000 or $100,000, and then it's a negative for the first 2 years. You might not see each other again after that. That would be your last Thanksgiving. So that's why I said, guys, that's one thing that I've learned. If some of our friends, they are impulsive buyer, they would like to buy things right there and then the Louis Vuitton bag, Chanel, all of this, they want to buy cars and multiple cars, multiple trips. When you have a business, you need to have a long-term gratification. It's not going to come out that those money on the next 2 years. Okay, we have to be realistic. That's why it's better to set the expectation. If you would like to set up your business and your friends is going to put a capital or any financing on this, it is not advised to have a verbal agreement. You need to have more like a written agreement. What are the expectations in terms of profit distribution, in terms of the job description, and then the expectations in terms of the revenue model. Those are the things if you really don't want to compromise your relationship. So both parties need to sign, even though it's your friend. Remember, even though he or she your friend, remember guys, this is business. We need to be objective. Document, document, document. Okay? So that's number three. Don't go to the bank yet. I promise. Don't go to the bank yet if you don't know your business plan. Step number four, the business structure and registration. Determine the appropriate legal structure because guys, okay, I'm not a lawyer here, but the business structure of your company has a direct impact of your taxation. If you register as a sole proprietor or as a business partner, remember you have the highest tax bracket. It is more than 30%. If you register an corporation or LLC, LLC has a flexibility to have a different tax treatment, to become an S corporation or become a C corporation. That is why it's better to invest with a professional, a tax professional, an attorney, or even the score.org SBA, they have advisor, business advisors. Shout out to Arturo Gonzalez and shout out to Christina Cantu. They are my advisors for the past years on SBDC. They are giving free advice for your business. So therefore, you just better contact them today. The other thing that I would like to mention about the business, always remember that it's better to build your foundation in a rock. Always know what are the implications of your business, whether it's a limited liability company, whether it's you put your social security number on there. Those always watch for liabilities. Okay, so expect the best but prepare for the worst, because when you have a business, you're dealing with contractors. When you have a business, you're dealing with your employees. There are some employees that been treated as independent contractor. That's why they go to your personal asset, and that's why it's very difficult to do that if you don't have any advice from an expert. That's why consult first, because they said if you will do it yourself, the chance of the risk is higher. You have to be very careful. Step number 5, business tax responsibilities. This is what I'm talking about. Number 4, the tax responsibilities. Since we are a tax company, this is our bread and butter. Remember, there are federal tax compliance. When you have an employees, you have to do your payroll tax, submit it quarterly or bi-weekly, deposit that payment. And then if you have business income, it's subject to self-employment tax if you are a sole proprietor. Then also we have estate tax. We also do that, like the franchise tax reporting. Christopher, what is a franchise tax? Does it mean that I started a franchise business like McDonald's? No. When you say franchise tax in Texas, this is the privilege to operate a business in Texas. That's why you are required to report annually with or without income. It is not expensive. You can do it online. The only regulation is when you are a limited liability company, corporation, you are required to report a franchise tax. The sales tax is another one. If you are selling products or goods, you are maybe required to report or pay your 8.25% sales tax to those products. However, not all services are taxed. You better go to the sales tax, the Texas Comptroller Office website to know, type your NICS code, the North American Industry Classification System code, enable for you to know whether your services that you offer or the product that you offer are subject to tax or not. We have local office here in Brownsville. The other one would be property tax. This is appraisal. Appraisal tax is in the city and county, but not all city collects tax. That's what we've noticed. Sometimes it's just the county level, sometimes it's the city level. But Christopher, what is a property tax? Just for you to understand what is a property tax, if you have a coffee shop, Gloria has a coffee shop, coffee shop, turn it upside down. Okay, turn your coffee shop upside down. Anything that falls, those are subject to property tax. The property tax is being reported annually. The assessor will send you a letter to give a computation. We also do that. We appraise we fill out the form for our business clients if we are doing their books. That's part of our service. All right, then what's number 6? The business license and permit. Oh, permit by business type. The business license licenses. If you are a doctor, you have additional licenses with your practice, maybe with the medical or doctor association of the state. Also the same thing with accountants. There are board of accounting requirements for you to practice. If you are a chiropractor, what else? With the permit for the building, let's say for the coffee shop of Gloria, the different permits here in the city of Brownsville, they have the inspector needs to go making sure that there's a fire exit, that they're protecting the employees, also that they practice sanitation. Those are the things. Even the size of your kitchen will be part of the inspection. They need to make sure that everything pass the requirements of the city. Even the hand sanitation, what do you call that? The health sanitation or food sanitation certificates, all of those are required before you even get into the business. That's why I said, spend at least 6 months studying the business plan, anything while you're working right now. At least when you start your business, you don't violate any institutions that have regulations on your business. Number 7, step number 7, the business employer requirements. Determine federal and state employer requirements. What are these? For people that doesn't have social security, you can still do your business if you have a business visa here. All you have to do is to apply for a tax ID number. We also do that. The individual tax ID number, you have to apply to the IRS. But since we are an IRS certified acceptance agent, we can verify your original documents so you don't have to submit your original to the IRS. Another thing is if you have to apply for EIN, employer identification number. So this is like a social security number, but it's for the business, because if you have payroll tax, those kind of documents or payroll reports, you need to have an EIN. I do suggest that you need to have an EIN. Also for your to separate your social security number and your your business tax number. Another thing that you're required to is way back a while on my previous steps, you need to also have a sales tax ID number. You can also have a tax exempt ID number. Those are you have to apply it to the state. If you would like to know more, the TWC, this is for unemployment. Those are for unemployment insurance, the TWC contribution. We also need, or you also need to have an account number there. There's so much, right? It's overwhelming, but just watch this 21 times and you will absorb everything. Now, right, what I said, is this overwhelming? You have to contact us today. We can help you and guide you in terms of the tax implication of starting a business, not just here in Texas, but in the overall. We can give you just some basic guidance. Okay? So that's why this is our in collaboration with the Filipino American Chamber of Dallas. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to do this presentation. By next week, we will have a year-end tax and bookkeeping tips. This year-end tax and bookkeeping tips, please follow. This is catered for the PPP loan. How do you do bookkeeping on the PPP loan? We're going to focus on that because that's the frequently asked question. All right, so if you missed this, feel free to watch the replay later. What we are doing, the WICO tax, is there are 5 benefits of why bookkeeping, payroll, tax service together, because we provide you peace of mind. Yes, peace of mind. Who wants to deal with the IRS? Nobody, right? This is the most intimidating letter. So we handle it directly for the past years. We call the IRS and ask information and provide documents as necessary. You want to save headache. When you're a business owner, you do not want to be losing your focus on your customers. Remember, customers are, you need to be obsessed on their needs. You do not need to purchase and learn complicated accounting services because we already have our accounting software, or you could have purchase an online accounting software like QuickBooks, and then we can actually do the data entry for you. The save time, or our team will be on top of submitting all tax reports, no more penalties. Because we can save money if you don't have penalties, all property sales, franchise, and income tax reports will be submitted on time. With the IRS, 25% of what you're paying on taxes when you submitted late, it's coming from not submitting on time. So let's say you're paying $10,000 of taxes, you have additional 2,500 because you did not submit on time. That's a waste of money. You could use it somewhere else. Then faster access to grants and loans. This is very relevant. For example, all of our clients, a graphic printing company in Harlingen, we were able to submit all her reports and she got the loan less than $50,000 in less than a month for the PPP and IDLE. Because why? All the documents from this point forward for grants, loans, they are all your financial statements. That's why we can save you time, money, and most of all, you are be worry free. Entrust, why do you want to entrust in business to the WICO tax? Because we are a worry-free. Like our name represents us, the WICO, WYCO. We are a worry-free, year-round, competitive, on-time tax payroll bookkeeping service solution. We have more than 25 years of combined experience. Then we don't leave our clients after tax season. We actually help them to really facilitate and expedite any tax refunds, audits, and even the bookkeeping chores. We do that. And we have an account manager who's going to oversee everything, anything on your financial transactions. Another why WICO tax, we have been awarded as the 2018 SBA Business of the Year. Thank you for that. It is very humbling to receive a commendation in the U.S. Senate, special congressional recognition. Also, the IRS Certified Acceptance Agent, where you don't have to submit your original documents if you're applying for ITIN. We can do certification. Either you go to the office or we can also do it virtually. QuickBooks certification. Then one of the highest person that I spoke to was Miss Linda McMahon. She was the previous SBA administrator on 2018. For those of you who do not know her, she owns with her husband, together with her husband, the World Wrestling Entertainment Federation. So it was such an honor to represent the RGB on our business community. Check us online. All our publications are in newspaper, website, Facebook page. Our company has been established on 2015. Then it started in started in Harlingen. Then we opened up another in 2019 in Brownsville. Feel free to visit us today. Then check our reviews. We are the highest review in South Texas as of today for financial services. Our reviews, recommendations. If you have more doubts, feel free to visit and contact us today. We provide 30-minute consultation. And as of for holidays, we are providing 20% off on tax filing if we will clean up your books, especially right now with the PPP. So you have to choose your battle. Remember, even though we are in COVID, it does not exempt us from any audits. Okay? So anything that you're going to do with your books, especially if you apply for multiple grants and PPP, make sure that your books are organized. You have to choose your battle. If we are doing your books, you will see this. If you're by yourself, this is next to impossible to pass or to win an audit. Because at the end, we would like you to work smart like this guy here, not work hard. Because according to Steve Jobs, great things in business are never done by one person, they're done by a team of people. Again, thank you for watching our White Coffee Break. Because your success is our business. If there are no questions, I have not seen any question. Guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day ahead. Stay safe, and bye. See you next week.